It's interconference time, and we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, it's hard to remember now, but Kevin Love didn't enter the league as a three-point shooter. Yet it's become a cornerstone of his game. Now, coaches have told him if you're a big man and you can shoot.
Well, in this game today, it's all about court spacing, D.A. Thanks for the report. And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. John Henson's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Smith. Checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jordan Clarkson. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Adams. Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant. Baller, he's checked in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So for Oklahoma City right now. Now, at small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Baller, and it's Noel in at the center. And the pass to Baller. He dishes it to George. Pass to Baller. Lets it go from deep. George passes to Baller. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Baller's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And that's a foul called on Baller. That's his first foul. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Diallo's checked in. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. Dellavedova kicks to Sexton. Passes it to Nance. Shot clock at 6. Dellavedova misses off the right iron.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
And there's the bucket from Baller.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Dellavedova with the ball. Pass to Smith. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Dellavedova. He kicks it to Henson. For three, Smith. And it's Noel with the rebound.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Baller. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Baller's got 11. And so it's Oklahoma City. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. We have all seen the incredible dunk. Here's what AI had to say about his viral slam over Corey.
You know, the funny thing about that is that when it happened, I didn't even think about how big it was going to be. You know, Corey and I go way back, so I was just happy to have gotten one over on him. It really wasn't until the next day that when my phone started blowing up that I realized just how big the reaction was to that dunk.
Yeah, I can only imagine the amount of texts and calls that flooded AI's phone after that dunk. My goodness.
And what's interesting, though, is that he didn't even realize what he had done. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment of a play, and it isn't until after that you see the degree of difficulty of what you just pulled off.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all five guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
John Henson out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Sexton in at the point guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Good on the bucket. Nance has got it back down to single digits for the Cavs.
Like to see Larry Nance Jr. keep working on the interior part of his game. Shots like this can help his confidence.
No good from Baller. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Russell Westbrook with 2 straight seasons, 2, of averaging a triple-double. This is a feat that we thought we would never see again. And Russell backed up the one campaign with another. Just remarkable stuff. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And the Thunder placing so much, Brent, on Westbrook's shoulders. It's asking a lot. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount Baller, he's checked in for George. The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Shooting one.
Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you play.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate those ideals. Your approach on a daily basis has to be consistent, And if you're a starting player, it's one mentality. And if you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good teammate.
So for Oklahoma City right now, inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Baller is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Robertson in at the 3. Here's Sexton. And Thompson throws it down.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. The pass to Baller. Fires from deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And that's a foul called on Baller. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. John Henson's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for Oklahoma City, Noel's checked in for Adams. Patterson comes in for Grant. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Sexton the pass to Henson. And Sexton has it in the corner. And he gets it to go from the corner. Sexton's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Here's Baller. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers trail by 11.
Well, a lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Baller, defended by Dellavedova. Here's Baller. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 2016. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly Brent, a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is. Willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Smith.
Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Bangs home the trifecta.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And Nance kicks to Osman. Oh, Nance in position. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
You know, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Sexton is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Henson in at the center filling out the middle. And Nance slams it in.
Yeah, Larry Nance.
1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Love, and the dunk by Love.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.